Hi, everybody. Don't you dare point at me. Oh, go ahead, wave. Who else? You want to? Rabbi, cut. And then thank you, Jer. All right, today we have a special guest, Jerry Hurley. Let's give Jerry a hand. All right, Jerry.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank
you know,
you.
Ed, could I say something?
No, but go ahead.
You know, I was here before,
gonna
and
mention
so I was
that.
surprised that I was invited again because I thought you would notice that I'm completely untalented.
You
And,
talk about untalented. Which one?
and so I was surprised that you'd want me back, but I'm glad to be here.
What a word is desperation.
We love to
know
have
that.
you.
Oh, thank you very
Oh,
much.
stop it.
Yeah,
oh,
she's
no.
kind.
Yes,
I am.
yeah, but she lies a lot. All right, so we have
Wow.
Jerry Hurley, who also sells newspapers at the street corner, as you can see with that hat. Thank you, Jerry. Jerry.
Business is good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And so, okay, and then we have Rabbi Goldberg. Oh, sorry, it's Rosen.
Rosenberg.
Rosenberg, Goldberg.
How
whatever.
many times are we going to do
I
this?
don't know.
Okay.
Then we have Nikki of Penta here, who's turning 59. What is it? The 19th of May?
30, the 19th of May.
30 on the 19th, or
Still here.
19
I
on
am
the
still
30th
here.
of May. It's one of the two.
Wow.
And she's afraid to turn. Looking at us, she should be afraid to turn. All right. So we have two musicians today. We
Well-
think. One is sleeping down on the other end.
Yeah.
Dueling pianos.
Jerry happens to be Irish. Is that correct?
Yes.
Happens to be.
And in fact, I'm an Irish citizen.
Really?
Yes, a citizen of Ireland.
You have my condolence. Is it Northern Ireland or the real one?
Well, no, Ireland. You know, I have dual citizenship, of course.
Well, I don't.
Yeah,
Can you vote over there?
I could, yes. But, you know, I really am not that involved, so I wouldn't even know who to vote for.
By the way, how's the famine going?
It's over.
Thank you. I just want to check. Was that 1849 or something? Roughly. wasn't it?
Yes,
Yeah, because then they went to California and
Yeah.
sold the remaining potatoes, right?
because my grandparents came in 68 or so. So, yeah, and they came because of that.
I was at Ellis Island checking them in.
Really?
Yeah. How do you think Rabbi got in? I had a break at the moment, so he got
Yeah.
snuck in.
Well, I guess we're all immigrants.
Now, I'm from Queens. That would be
Yeah.
there.
I'm from the Bronx.
Well, I wouldn't brag about it.
I'm
Where
a
are
war
you-
veteran. I'm from the Bronx.
That's true, yeah. Where were you from?
Newburyport.
And where are you living now?
Lawrence.
Yeah, all right. Near the Andover border.
Now, what's your background? Your grandparents and great. Where?
Italian, Greek, and French Canadian.
Oh,
That's
Italian.
quite a mixture. What happened?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
Okay, well, this is a family show, and
Well, that's why I said stuff and
thank
not the other
you,
one.
Thank you.
By the way, speaking of Ireland, I brought an Irish song. Would you like me to play it?
Yeah, in just a moment, because we have.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but we have. Nikki is going to give us a review, right?
I am? Why didn't you tell me?
Well, you said. All right. What's the name of the show? Underground. What's it-
Underground.
It's filmed in the New York City subway system. Here
Yeah.
we go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's set. It's like you said, it's called Underground. It's set in, I believe it's Georgia, back in probably the 1860s.
The country of Georgia.
No, the state.
So this
In
is
this-
Civil War.
Yeah, the Confederacy. And it stars Christopher Maloney as one of the stars, and Journey Smollett Bell, I believe her name is. And it's about slavery and the beginnings of the Underground Railroad and slaves trying to make it across the Ohio River to the north so that they can find freedom. It's a very intense show, not for children at all whatsoever.
I can't watch it.
But there's quite a bit of intrigue and things going on that really would shock most people to find out that these are the types of things that actually happened.
Well, they had the Underground Railroad.
Yeah, but it shows you why they want to leave and.
Oh, I think it was quite obvious why they wanted to
Well,
leave.
it's obvious to us, but it actually goes into detail about some of the things that they experienced.
And how much violence is on this show?
Quite a bit.
Oh, goody.
Lots of guns, lots of whippings.
Oh, you can never have enough.
you
right?
know.
Yeah.
People
Wow.
being beat up. you know.
So there's no wonder it's not for kids. It's not for adults either.
It's
no.
barely for adults.
Now, is this a movie or a TV?
It's a TV show.
What network is it on?
WGN America.
That's out of Chicago.
It is not
WGN.
out of Chicago.
Well, WG, don't yell at me, I'm the star. WG, or was, WG, hi Mary, how you doing? WG, oh, well, this woman keeps following me. The WGN is a station out of Chicago.
Yes,
a
but they're
superstation.
two different things.
Don't yell at me, they
I'm
must
not
be
yelling at
associated.
you. No, probably not.
How do you know?
Because
You
I'm
prove
assuming
it?
if they say WGN America, it's because they have a WGN somewhere else in this world.
Huh? Yeah, in Chicago.
Please.
Sorry.
Yes, because Chicago's its own separate country.
Oh, it should be.
You know what? You are really a representative American.
Yeah.
You have trouble giving up your misconceptions.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
This program is quite deep.
Yeah, it's getting deeper all the time. All right, so.
I don't know how deep we are for a foot and a half.
You done?
Are
All right,
you?
So, Dr. Hurley,
Yes.
you want to go through your background? I mean, I know you're Irish because you had a potato in your car and you were munching on it.
Right.
We get everybody here. Don't worry about it.
No, well,
But
all my grandparents came from Ireland, but my parents were born here. We're the quintessential Irish Catholic family from South Boston. That's where I was
Are there
born.
any Irish Jewish families from South
Southie.
Boston?
That's a good question.
I doubt it.
No, I think the Jewish people were more in another section in the Italians. When I grew up, the neighborhoods were very, isolated.
meaning if they were there, they weren't there
the
long.
Polish had their neighborhood, the Irish had their neighborhood. But I mean, of course you could go and shop in any of them. But no, so...
It's a non sequitur. Yeah. I'll go to the Italian
Great
restaurant for
equalizer.
the kosher pastrami. What the heck?
But people basically stayed in their neighborhoods.
Well, of
Yeah,
course, they didn't know how
sure.
to play across the street.
Yeah, and who had cars? Very few people.
Don't
Who
look
had
at
time?
me.
Yeah, everyone shopped local. I noticed that in my town now. Please shop local.
Yeah, they're going to put up a thing in Concord, the Concord Market.
Oh yes, yeah. Well, it's a small development. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you better get a bank loan before you go in, probably.
Well,
All right. So I hear all the Jews were in Swampscott, right?
many in
Many,
Marblehead.
yeah, we own
Yeah.
Swampscott. What else? What's the other place?
Well, in
Brighton?
Boston it was Blue Hill
Brooklyn?
Avenue in
Really?
Mattapan. Yeah.
Because blue rhymes with Jew, right?
I
that why
never
they
thought
call
of
it?
that. Yeah.
Right.
But
We-
now
hold it, hold it.
everything
We're gonna
is
get a call from
diversity.
the-
Everything is all mixed up, which is great.
All right. So will you stop that?
ACLU.
From the Declamation League?
The ACLU.
Honey, Declamation. Who cares about the ACLU? Troublemakers. All right, Jerry.
Yes.
Thank you. Why don't you sing one of your great
Okay.
songs?
Here we go.
Will it be? By
I
the way,
should-
we failed to
I
mention
should
that
move over
today.
for your keyboard because I'm going
Oh,
to cramp
No,
you.
you can just.
Will I not?
Could I use your knee?
You can use mine. If that
All right,
won't
we don't
cramp
want,
you,
you guys
want
want to. You guys want a room together?
You know
or
what you could do? What's your first?
Barry.
Barry. Could
Yeah.
you hold the music
Sure.
for me?
You
His
bet.
name is really Larry. Did you?
How's this?
We
That's
didn't
great.
mention today is St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, St. Patrick's Day today, of course.
Thank you.
It's St. Patrick's Day.
Did you know that?
Did you?
Yeah. Did you? Yes,
I
I
did.
Yes. We're wearing a little shamrocks.
I know.
Yeah.
When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. We believe in angels. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. It used to have another meaning. And when
yes.
Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away. See, my uncle used to talk that way. Steal my heart away.
Yeah, we do a lot of that in
Oh,
Tel
wait a
Aviv
minute.
too. All right. That's the classic finish.
Now
Okay.
look, I warned you that I was completely untalented. But
No,
that's
you're
what
not
you get.
untalented.
That's what you get.
You're beyond talented.
And by the way, I didn't get those checks.
By the way, whenever
You said I was going to get paid the last
No, I
time.
did send them, but they're on. Wait a minute, don't you have? It was on disappearing ink. Don't you have another one?
Oh, yes, I do.
We got a lot of time today. Don't worry, Rabbi. We'll get you in there.
Now, you know, this is the weather program, so I brought songs about the weather.
Oh, no, it's not weather anymore. We use that as a side. This is called the Ed Cohen Variety Show.
That was just a front.
That was a front before. Or
A cold front.
Cold front. It was a
Very
backdoor
cold
cold
front.
front.
Well, here's a hit. It used to be sung by a man named Bing Crosby.
Oh,
I
Bubba
remember
Boys,
Bing.
right?
Yeah, you
Bingo.
remember Bing.
Sure.
Yeah.
You remember him?
I
He
bet you
married a
did.
14-year-old woman, didn't he?
But she might not because
was her
she's
name?
just a child.
I remember the name. I remember the
29.
Christmas songs.
All right. That's an introduction. If you ever go across the sea to Ireland, maybe at the closing at the day, you will sit and watch the moon rise over Claddagh and see the sun go down on Galway Bay, just to hear again the ripple of the trout stream, the women in the meadows making hay, and to sit beside a turf fire in the cabin and watch the barefoot gossans at their play. For the breezes blowing o'er the seas from Ireland, and perfumed by the heather as they blow, and the women in the uplands digging praties speak a language that the strangers do not know. It's called Celtic. For the strangers came and tried to teach us their way. You okay, buddy?
Is that part of that song?
I had to get my hand out of it because of my
part of the song.
carpal tunnel.
Oh, all right.
Can you see okay?
Yeah, I can.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
They scorned us just for being what we are, but they might as well go chasing after moonbeams or light a penny candle from afar. It's quite moving, isn't it?
It was I was getting moved. You know, and I would get
I
sick.
warned you.
Yeah, yeah, let's give him a hand. I tell you, but you didn't finish off with
What?
Stand the Man.
No, oh.
There you go. It's
Now
know-
it's time for another guest. Now, Barry, when you play, if you need any help,
Oh, thank you.
likewise.
Thanks. I'm sorry about that, but my hand was going numb. That's part of the carpal tunnel. So
You're a nun?
Numb.
Oh,
and it was
Like your
happening when I
head.
have to play, so I was trying to move to holding it with one hand. My left hand's my bad one. So that's why the book. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
while these two guys get together,
it's
we'll
all
be back.
right.
I'm
Well,
a bad boy!
No, you're not.
You know, gentlemen.
I think you've completely lost
No, but
control.
I hated to throw you in the middle of
Well,
performing because
folks,
when
this is
someone
not a
does it to
Jerry
me,
Hurley
it's
show.
hard.
Now, Barry, did you see
Hey, don't-
someone about your...
Don't mind us. So what do you think
And I may
about
have to
today?
again.
huh?
It was great.
That's
You know,
all right,
still
good.
going well, going well.
Hey, don't let us
Not
sit there.
improving.
You know, where else can you find a singer that gives you a play-by-play of what's going on? You know? Why can't you do that? Oh, sorry. All right. Are you
then.
going to get up and go or just go? What,
I'll get up. If I'm on, sure.
you're on.
Yeah.
What are you attached to? Oh, you got the thing in your pocket. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, who anybody's, our ratings have gone up from -4 to +2, and you
Says who?
+2, and you might make it plus 2.1.
2.1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, this is hi there. You want to tell them it's my last show?
Yes.
look
Unfortunately,
like
we'll
this.
be going on a small hiatus until
Small.
May.
It's easy for you
Small.
to say.
Small hiatus
hope it's small.
until May, when our beloved host,
Sounds
Big
like
Eddie
I'm not going to
C,
make it.
our beloved host, Big
Yeah,
Eddie
dearly
C,
be-
has to get surgery.
That's right.
Has to.
It's my yearly.
Your yearly
my
attempt,
yearly thing, and I should be walking again by sometime in April.
December.
Oh, you heard the doctor? I hate when he comes in.
No,
and
I
go-
just know
I hate
you.
when the doctor comes in and goes, "Okay, I'm ready."
Yeah.
You know? All right.
He goes,
Rabbi,
wait, where does this go again?
Yes, sir.
What are you singing?
Spring is.
Yeah, it's when it's
But
snowing.
before I
Sunday
sing
night.
Spring Is, you notice my website is on here. Please check me out at www.barryrmusic.com.
You want to say that again for the people who didn't hear that?
www.barryr.music.com. You can learn about, thank you.
Yeah.
You can learn about my musician and my other business,
What's the other business?
piano tuning.
Really, I didn't know that.
Oh.
What were you as a real? I mean, when you before you retired, what were you? A piano tuner?
Yeah, I am still a piano tuner.
What were you? Is that what you did?
I want your
That's
card.
still what I do.
Yeah, I need to have my piano too.
Okay, we'll talk.
Yep.
Yeah, he'll have a deal for you. Such a deal. You won't be able to. You better get a bank loan.
Yeah.
Is that what you did as a profession?
Yeah,
I was a
Wow.
urologist.
really?
Yeah.
Where did you train?
North Bennett Street School.
Famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never heard of it.
Oh no, it's legendary.
Don't show off your ignorance, Ed. Try to hide it whenever you can.
I'm proud of my ignorance. Don't you forget it.
Well, people in Boston know about
That's
it.
known as Dre Pride.
Yeah.
Oh. You know, we got everybody in on this one. Well, you want to attack somebody, Mary? How about a Protestant? We'll get a Protestant here. You got the Catholics going. What are you?
Catholic.
Oh, I don't feel safe now.
That doesn't stop us
Hey,
anymore.
it's very rare to have 40% of the entourage Jewish. If you don't feel safe now, you'll never feel
Is the
safe.
dog Jewish too, or what?
No, we love Jews. If it weren't, if it weren't for the Old Testament, where would the New Testament be?
Exactly. We wouldn't have a New
It's a
Testament.
good point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd love to hear this song.
Thank you.
Yes.
So anyway,
we're cutting it.
I'm going to sing one of my originals, and this is "Spring Is," because spring's coming.
Slowly but surely.
No, it's a medium tempo song.
Sunday.
In the snow.
Are we ready?
Yes, we are.
It might snow.
Spring just opened her eyes. Spring just spotted the sun, and just in time, she is helping it shine. Spring is stretching her legs. Spring walks over a field and turns it green. She is changing the scene. Trees and flowers blooming, animals are talking like they're human. People hopping on bikes, walking, jogging, and kicking up their heels, 'cause they like how it feels. Kids are running around. Kids are swinging their bats and hitting balls, and they're watching them fall. Parks are getting crowded. Spring is here, and there's no doubt about it. People wearing less clothes, bodies flashing beneath the sunny sky. It's a treat for the eye. Spring is nobody's fool. Spring is keeping her cool as we get hot. Lovers do that a lot. Passionate romancing we lay down, but spring, she keeps on dancing.
That was great. You know,
Thank you.
that would work on the Charlie Brown in
Yeah,
Snoopy.
Charlie Brown, Snoopy.
Yeah, Peanuts program.
Hey, there's a thing. Get it. Let's get an agent.
It's great.
So what are you doing while you're recouping? You're gonna book me?
I'll book you. I'm gonna count dust bunnies on the ceiling. I guess. Biggest thing I'll do is go to the doctor.
Okay.
My big outing. I'll lie
You
down.
know,
on-
Barry and I could come to the hospital and serenade you.
Yeah. Do it while the doctor's reattaching things. Okay.
Yeah.
Barry, no. See. You remind me of. Don't walk that way. You stop that. You reminded me of Ella Fitzgerald there at the end.
That was good.
Thank you.
And Sarah Vaughan while you were singing. Oh, what was the Broken Hearted Melody? You ever see that? Did you ever hear that one?
Yes.
Okay.
We used to call her Sarah V. What the hell? What do we know? It was Queen. And yeah, you got something? You have? Oh, sorry.
I already did.
Well, add something.
What am I supposed to add?
Don't yell at me.
Don't
So
yell
how's
at
the
me.
medical business going over there?
It's great.
All right.
Slinging pills to pay the bills.
Slinging pills. This is great. And we have Mr. Perry Como on the end. Perry, will you take?
Oh,
Who's that?
shall I talk about St. Patrick?
No, we're talking about Hava Nagila. That'll be close. Yeah, why don't you do that?
Well, St. Patrick, he lived in the 400s, you know, a long time ago. And he was
This
born...
AD?
AD. Yeah.
It was right before you were born.
Domino. And he was born in, and then he was captured and brought into, like, in those days when the Gauls would dominate, win a battle, then they'd take, you know, the other people. So he was like a slave, but he escaped as a teenager. And in Ireland, he began to, well, be very religious. You know, Catholicism was a big deal. There was only one religion, no Protestants then. Yeah,
Really?
that came
That
later.
was Martin Luther.
Yeah, later, yeah. And, but he became a bishop, people loved him, and you know, there's a story that he drove the snakes out of Ireland.
Yeah.
But I think that's a metaphor. Yeah, in other words, he just made people peaceful and loving.
I like
But
pinafores.
Christianity.
Well, so he's related to Joey Bishop.
Yeah. Hey, you want to hear a story? You know, in the old days, in the beginning of the church,
Yeah.
we had something called confession. Yeah, but it was public. People
Public?
people had to go to the square and they had to, you know, say their sins. So St. Patrick had this idea, no, it should be private. And they said, why? He said, because people are sinning all the time and would be doing nothing but going to the square and listening to people and their faults. So that's how private confession began, which I'm very happy about.
Well, yes, because you're a well-known sinner. I
this
sinned
is-
today.
Well, anyway, of course, you know, what do you believe? These are all stories from the past.
No, I
you
was
know.
covering it for the Galway Times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, doggy.
Yeah. Oh, here's a
Right
dog.
into your foot.
Yeah.
That's why I moved.
We have the dog again. Hi, sweetheart. Time to hit
So
the wall.
Barry, you learned to be a piano tuner.
That's right.
That's great. You know, the piano is very complicated. It must.
Oh, yes.
I mean, how many years did you study?
I studied technically I studied for 2 years, but I mean, you learn your whole career.
Yeah. Good
I'm
point.
still learning.
Because every piano is different.
That's right.
They're like snowflakes.
Thank you. Thank you for including me in this. Thank
And when
you.
heat comes on, the piano's melt. No.
The piano's melt.
Yeah.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you, Jer.
Sure.
All right. All right. Hey, what is she doing? Ladies and
She's,
gentlemen,
she's roaming.
here's the real. Well, does she have a cell phone in the room
Yeah.
with or
Does
what?
this happen every program?
Yes, right. Yeah,
At
it
a
is.
She
certain
does.
point.
Yeah.
People love
Isn't
the
that
dog.
amazing?
They
That's
watch
okay.
the
She's our
show for the
mascot.
dog. They don't
Yeah.
care what we're doing.
She's our mascot.
I thought I was the mascot.
It's the Blossom
No.
Rosenberg show featuring Ed Cohen.
There you go.
Yeah.
With Jerry Hurley with it.
Why does it have a coat on?
It's cold.
That is called a thunder jacket, and that helps keep her less anxious.
What does
Oh,
it
you're
do?
kidding.
No.
What does it
For some
do?
reason, the I think it's the swaddling.
It presses on your body, kind of like, you know, when a mother holds her child close to
Oh.
her.
It's
Mary,
the
will you give
swaddling
me one?
effect.
I need it for Monday.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'll
it's
see if
not
there's
for
one your
warmth.
size.
It's not for
No,
warmth.
it's not for warmth.
Wow.
It's not for warmth.
Is she an anxious dog?
Well, she is, because she's 103 in dog years.
She's on Social
and she
Security.
lost her sight, and she has dementia. So the world is scary for her, and she's not always in reality.
That could describe anyone.
You in particular.
Blossom, join the crowd.
How can you tell if a dog has no sight?
She bunks into things.
She hasn't bumped. She
Yeah.
hasn't bumped into anything.
She hasn't come close.
She wouldn't.
No.
Have, she wouldn't have bumped into the stand for my piano if she had sight.
Oh, she's bumped.
Remember last time I yelled at her to look out and she stopped and turned around? You said, do I...
She has oral sight.
Yeah, you said, do you make house calls? You know?
That's true.
Well,
and you refuse to
wow.
make a house call. I'm not going to remember.
Well,
I had to
Barry,
go
not
to the
only are
doctor.
you a good piano player, but you're a good person.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to cry here. I really am.
I have a handkerchief in this pocket.
Thank you. Got a little
Whoa.
pollen
We come
in there.
prepared.
All right, so you want to play another one? Because we got 2 hours and 41 minutes to go.
Oh, me?
No, the other guy next. Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yes, sweetheart, I know.
I'm
I
gonna
smell like
play
dog.
a song.
It would have to be a 2-minute song.
2-minute song.
Get cut off.
All right.
Because we have to cry that we won't be on until May again.
Oh, oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. That's only 45 seconds.
He can't. That's John Reed. Thank you, John. Can you? What's your daughter? Can you do your daughter's song?
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when
Skies are blue.
skies are blue.
Yeah.
Great.
You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. How's 30 seconds?
Keep going, baby. We got a 143. You want to play da 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 da? You go.
Now, whose theme song was that?
That's Looney Tunes.
That's right.
It's Looney
Not Bugs
Tunes.
Bunny?
Well,
No, it
Bugs
was
Bunny is
all of
part of Looney Tunes.
It was all Looney Tunes.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the Warner Brothers cartoons.
for all the Loonies.
Yep.
Don't
Well,
look at
for
me
many
when
of
you
them.
say that. You can play this many times. We got time left.
You know, the program built and built and built, but now I feel it's going down.
No, it's called. It's known as tanking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to do the
Tanks.
We're
For the
great at
tanks
that.
for the memories. I get. You want to
Oh,
say
God.
something, Mary? Come on out here before we go to May.
No.
Drag her out here. What's the matter?
Oh.
Don't yell at me. We're not home now.
I tried to do this to my son when he was a guest here, and that
I know.
didn't work well. So take
I have an
that as
Irish
example.
joke.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
let's hear it.
So an Irish couple had twins, and the father was insisting on knowing who the other man was.
Oh,
Well, you know, they make these ethnic jokes, and I can do it because I'm Irish.
that's right.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it if it was a Jewish, you know.
No, the
it wouldn't
rabbi
work.
would.
And
say
I can
that.
laugh at it because I'm a fellow musician.
There
I'm
you
getting.
go.
We have to. You
Yeah.
guys finished fighting?
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank the dog for walking into things. And we thank you, Jerry Hurley, for being back. Let's give Jerry a
Thanks for
hand.
coming
All
back.
right.
Yeah.
We have Rabbi Gold.
Thank you
Gold
so
what?
much.
Rosenberg.
Rosen, whatever. Yeah. Thank you. Then we
Rosen
have,
whatever.
Then
What
we
about the
have-
checks?
they're in the mail. Nikki Penter here. Let's give it. And your host, Big E.
Ed Sullivan is dead, but Cohen isn't. And when it comes to weather, Cohen's smart. As New York as you get, his money's on the Mets, which goes to show that Ed's a Joe who always bets his heart. There's Nicky and there's Audrey for some banter, and Canterbury chants a pair of songs. There's weather news and chick, enough to make you sick. You'll be glad you came.